everybody. Welcome back to another daily vlog. The morning started out great because I just deleted this clip that I'm filming right now. I just deleted it off of my camera without putting it on the desktop, and so I'm having to refilm it. So I'm going to try my best to remember everything I said. Good morning, everybody. I got up this morning, went to the gym real quick because David was leaving to go out of town, and he had to leave here by like 8:10. Or 8:15 at the very latest to make it to the church so they could all leave. So I had like a really short amount of time. But I wanted to go ahead and go because he's going out of town for a few days. And if I didn't, I wasn't going to go for a while. So I went to the gym. I got it in. I did arms today. I did my arms, and then I did the stair climber. I have a love-hate relationship with that stair climber. I will say when I go to the gym, I do like 2/3 weights. So like 2/3 of the time I'm there, which is usually about 45 minutes, I do pretty much 2/3 of that. So 30 minutes, I work on weights. I'm really trying to get, stronger. And then I'm spending like 15-ish minutes, 15 to 20, depending on cardio. But the stair climber, I think that I don't know, it really pushes me. It's probably the hardest cardio for me. The elliptical, I like the treadmill, I like the bicycle, but there's something about that stair climber that it kills you. So I've been enjoying trying to get better, longer, faster over on the stair climber. Got that in today, rushed to Panera, got my coffee, got home, perfect time. David left, so he's going out of town for the next 2 nights. By the time you guys are watching this, he will already be back home. But he's going to district council. So for our denomination, it's where all the ministers come together, and it's a nice little time away. And I'm going to miss him. So you guys are like helping me through. I don't have him to talk to. I don't have him to be here with. And so you guys are going to be my other parent here, even though you're not going to parent my kids. You're just going to be the sounding board for me today. So my plan for the day is I have so much to do this week. It's Mother's Day week. We have a lot that we're preparing for church. So I know I'm going to be stressed and busy this week. So I'm going to take today, once I get my YouTube work done, which I'm still working on, I'm going to take today and focus in on my house. After the weekend, it just needs some love. It needs to be straightened up. It needs to be cleaned. It needs to be vacuumed. The bathrooms need to be cleaned. I just want to get everything put back together so that I just know, like, for my mental health, for my stress, I feel so much better when the house is just picked up. So I'm going to really focus in on that today. And then I can spend, the next few days after that working on church stuff, working on more YouTube filming and all of that. Today is definitely going to be a house cleaning day. That's why I did not go ahead and get ready for the day. I'm in my workout clothes, no makeup, hair in a ponytail. There's no point in getting all ready before you clean. So, also my priority today before the kids get home is to plan out dinner because we have a very busy evening. Lucy has piano practice on Monday nights, which is what today is. And so normally David takes her, but since he's not here, we're all going to have to go. And it's like 30 minutes drive over there. And then her practice is a little bit longer this week because she's making up some time from missing last week. And the teacher schedule just had to miss last week. And so we're making up the time this week and next week. So she'll be there for 45 minutes and then 30 minutes home. So it's going to be a very busy night. And I know if I don't plan dinner, it'll be just way too easy to go through the drive-thru. And we ate out a couple times this weekend because we were so busy. We went to Chick-fil-A on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we went and had Mexican for Cinco de Mayo with our team. And so I just don't feel good. I don't know, even though I ate on plan and everything, when you eat out, I don't know if it's the sodium or what, I just don't feel as good. So my plan for me is I have some cauliflower that I need to make into pizza crust. So I need to go ahead and prep some of those, use that up, put them in the freezer so they'll be ready to go when we need them, and I can have one tonight. For the kids, I have some naan bread that I found on clearance at Kroger. and I either need to use it or freeze it. So I thought I would make them some non-bread pizzas tonight. We could just all have pizza tonight before we leave, or maybe when we get home, depending on what everybody wants to do. But if I get that, go ahead and take care of that, then we won't have to go to McDonald's or whatever else, and we can just have that ready to go. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today. You guys come help me make it through till David gets back. I don't like when he's out of town. I'm glad that I'm here holding down the fort. It's where I love to be, taking care of my kids, but it does get lonely, and I miss talking to an adult. So you guys are going to be the adult I talk to. So y'all come hang out with me today. Like I said, I need to get my vlog edited for tomorrow to put up on the channel, and then I'm going to get going on some house stuff. And honestly, I don't know that anybody loves cleaning or whatever. I definitely don't. But on these days where I really don't want to clean, and it would be so easy to put it off and be like, I'm not dealing with that today. I just try to keep in the forefront of my mind how good I will feel when it is all done. So that's kind of the motivation that I really try to focus on. So I don't know if you guys have anything you're dreading today, and my eyes twitching. Y'all, it does that when I'm stressed. I am stressed. So I don't know if you have anything you're stressed out about, if you have a busy week, if you're dreading doing a task, whether it's a work task or your house or making a phone call or getting an errand run. Let's just knock it out today. Here is your motivation. Just knock it out and think tonight how good you're going to feel when it's all done. That's what I'm really trying to think about. I'm going to put on some good music or maybe a podcast or something, and we're just going to knock it out. So, and it never takes as long as I feel like it's going to take. Even if I spend an hour to 2 hours working on my house, I can do a lot in that amount of time. Sometimes I think we think it's going to take forever and we don't even want to get started, but just doing a little bit is better than nothing. So trying to pep myself up here, if you can't tell, because I really I don't want to do it. But anyway, we're going to get it done. So y'all come hang out with me today, and it's going to be a great one. Guys, this just totally spoke to me today. I'm editing the video from Saturday from Nate's baseball game. So you guys probably you already saw that if you are watching the vlogs in order. But for the first couple of bats that Nate did, he was really struggling with the bat. He doesn't hit it hard enough. He takes these very timid swings. Half the time he hits the tee instead of the ball. And so I told David, because David's always up there with him, and we want Nate to be able to do it on his own, And I told David, I'm like, why don't you stand behind him and just do a good hit so he can kind of feel what that's like. And so I've got a clip, and I didn't even think about it, but I've got a clip of the next time that Nate bat, and David swung with him, and the ball went really, really far, and Nate was so excited. And it just made me think of how we are with God. So many times we're trying to do things on our own, and we're taking these little hits, and we're messing up, and we're trying to do things in our own strength. And then when we tap in to God, who He's always available to us. He's right there. He's cheering us on. He's waiting for us to turn to him. And when we turn to him and let him hit those balls with us, how much more powerful they are than trying to do it on our own strength. Now, I know we are working with Nate to be able to hit those balls without David standing behind him. So it's not a perfect comparison, but it just made me get kind of emotional thinking about how so many times in life I've tried to do things on my own, and I felt like I, constantly am failing, and how can I not do this? But then sometimes we don't even think about that God is right there. We don't have to be strong. He is strong for us, and we can hit those balls because he is helping us make that motion. So anyway, there's your little encouragement for today.
You are the vine, we are the branches. I can do nothing apart from you. The giver of life, the one to hold on to. I can do nothing apart from you. No, you're my lifeline. You're my lifeline.
All right, you guys, I am going to stop. Is everything perfect? No. But I've been working for about an hour and a half, and my back is starting to hurt. This is one of the reasons I'm really trying to get my back muscles stronger. I picked up the kids' rooms. Lucy really takes care of her own, but the boys sometimes will get away from them. Like, they help clean up little things, but when it gets to be a disaster, it's just easier if I go in there and like get them started back at like a manageable level. So I got their rooms done. I got the bathroom clean. I didn't get to clean our bathroom yet. And then I swept the whole house. Sometimes I vacuum, but I really did not want to pull the vacuum out. So I just did a quick sweep, and I need to mop, but I'm not going to do that to myself right now. The house feels better. You know, sometimes you got to go progress over perfection. Is it perfect? No. I did not do the mirrors. I did not mop. You know, there's certain things I didn't get to, but it is much, much better than it was. So any amount of time that I can dedicate to the house is better than nothing. I got my vlog up, and it is almost 1 o'clock. So I'm just going to take a little break, and then I'll get, I need to work on a few things. I thought about going ahead and either practicing my message again today or getting the gifts that I'm doing ready. I need to put ribbon on all of them and attach the tag. So I could do that. I don't know which one I'm going to get done. But right now, I'm just going to sit down, read a little bit of my book that I'm really enjoying. I have not had much time to read it. I started it several days ago. I don't have that much longer before I have to turn it back in on Libby, or they'll just take it. I don't even get to turn it back in. They just take it. So I need to get going on that. It's Mary Kubica's She's Not Sorry, and it is really good so far. I have no idea how it's going to end, if I'm going to end up liking it really well or if I'm going to hate it. But so far, I'm like halfway into it, and it's been really good. So I'm going to sit down, drink some water, just kind of rest, play with Mark, who he has been so good. He's been so helpful to me today. And we're just going to, this is like the calm before the storm. Because as soon as the kids get home in the next 2 hours, we have homework, getting quick dinners. I can't decide whether to feed them before. So we're going to have to leave here by 4:30. That feels too early to try to eat. We're not going to get back home till after 6. So we'll probably eat after. That's what I'm thinking. So anyway, that'll give us a little extra time too, but we'll have less than an hour by the time they get home. Only like 30 minutes for Nate to have a little bit of a break before we leave again and spend the evening in the car. So you know what? I could bring some work to do while we're sitting there for 45 minutes. I could bring stuff to do in the car. So that's an option too. Layla has been hounding me just to sit down and love on her. Aren't she? She's followed me from room to room. The whole time I was sweeping, she was right behind me. The whole time. Because all she wants is for me to sit down and hold her. How am I supposed to get work done? Layla, do you know how needy you are? How am I supposed to get any work done? Because all I want to do is hold her. She's the best little book buddy. Aren't you? We'll see you guys back in a little bit. The kids are home. Nate actually got home really early today. He's usually about 20-25 minutes after Lucy, and they got home at the exact same time. So they're both home. We have less than an hour, and we've got to leave to go to piano. My back really hurts, so I was gonna prep all of those pizza crust. Like, I'm probably not gonna do that unless I get a wild hair and do it tonight. I do have one more serving of pizza casserole that really needs to be used up. I didn't remember about, so I think I'll just eat that and then make the kids something quick. We have leftover pizza, I think, somewhere, or I can make them some chicken nuggets or something. And then I'm just going to stick the naan bread that I have in the freezer, and we'll have that another time. Because I know by the time we get home and all of that, if it's not prepped ahead. Anyway, my back just really hurts. That's like, again, that's why I am trying to strengthen my back muscles. I have a herniated disc, and it gave me a lot of trouble back before I had kids, and then actually got a lot better for a while, and then like every now and then I'll still have issues with it. So I want to make sure that, you know, I'm strengthening the muscles that I have anyway. But sometimes when I sweep or mop, or just, it can be just random, like I just stand up weird. or bend over, stand back up, and it just locks up. So it's just really irritating me today. So I'm just trying to rest it. I read some of my book. Me and Mark cuddled on the couch for a little while, and then it's like you blink and the day's like gone. So we're about to head to piano. Like I said, it's gonna be a longer of a practice, so it's gonna be kind of a long wait, long drive there, 30 minutes, 45 minutes to wait, then 30 minutes home. But my kids are amazing in the car. Like, they've just had to travel so much in their life. We're, living various states and traveling to see family and everything, that they're great. So I'll make sure we bring some movies for the car, and they'll be all right. But I haven't got to talk to David. They must be in like bad service area. They're still traveling. They had to stop for a little while to do something or do some business, and then like on their way, David worked with our pastor and he had some stuff he had to do. So I don't think they've made it yet. So I haven't got to talk with him. I hope he's doing all right. But anyway, I told Mark, I said, we're about to leave to go to piano. And he's like, with Daddy? I'm like, no. So anyway, I'm going to let this battery charge because it is dangerously low. And I will see you guys back. Y'all can keep me company tonight. We're home for a while. Everybody's been fed and had baths, except for me, and I need to get one. But I got all the ladies' Mother's Day gifts done for the church. This is probably way more than I need. I think this is like 36. We probably won't have that many ladies at our church, but you never know, so I don't want to run out. So I packaged each one, cut the tag out, put the ribbon on. All of this is jewelry from when I used to sell paparazzi, and I went through my stash and found every single one of these is a different piece. So there's a lot of variety here they can kind of look through and pick out, and I am glad that this is done. All right, so like I said, we are back home. Went fine. Everybody did great. Got back home, fed the kids, put them in the shower. Everybody's bathed. We have about 30 minutes before they're going to go down. I did get to talk to David. They made it in safe and sound. He's at service now. I wish I could be there with him. It's hard. Like, when we first started out in ministry, I would go to all the events with David, and then we started having kids, and it's just like I can't be at the events. They're in school, so on and so forth. Like, we can't just be pulling them out of school to go to events, and then a lot of the events, like, there's nothing for them to do, and they're not little babies that I can just, actually, for the first year or so, I just took Nate with me to all the different ladies retreats and everything, until, they grow up and it's not fun anymore. they're not willing to just sit nicely in a little pumpkin seat and be good. They want to go run and play and not be stuck in a conference. So I'm happy to hold down the fort when David goes, but part of me is like, feels bad because I know there's a lot of pastors' wives that are able to go to district council and go to retreats and go to all these things, and that's just not in the cards for us. And when I do have the opportunity, like, we do have family that will come and help sometimes for certain ones that I want to go to or I can go to. But then it's like, then we don't get away together either. So we have to balance it out. And this year, our big thing is getting away together. We haven't been away on a trip together in years. And so we're planning something for our 15th anniversary here in September. And I'm looking forward to that so much. So this year, I probably will not go to any retreats or anything because we're using our childcare. Both of our moms are coming and taking turns being with our kids, so we are able to go. So, it's just a balance, but I do miss him. Lucy just came and picked out a shirt to sleep with that smells like him. She is so sentimental when one of us is out of town. Like, we just all feel better when we're all together, but I know David's having a great time. Hopefully I can sleep tonight. I always have a hard time sleeping when he's not here. We have a great security system. We have great neighbors. We have friends in the area if I need anything. And I have the best guard dog ever, y'all. She is tiny, but she is loud, and she listens out for everything, especially when David's not here. She is on high alert. every delivery person or whatever comes, like they're always scared to death of her because they don't see her, they just hear her, and they're always like, and then she comes bounding around the corner and she's tiny. I'm like, oh, she sounded like Cujo back there. But anyway, she is a very protective little girl. I know this video is probably not very exciting nor very long, but there's nothing else to see. I'm going to take a bath once the kids go down, relax. My back is better, but not all the way. It's very, very tight, so I'm hoping, I really don't want to have to take a muscle relaxer because it makes me feel kind of loopy the next day, or like not really loopy as much as really tired, like kind of like when you take NyQuil and you're like hungover the next day. That's how my muscle relaxers make me feel, so I don't like to take them. So I'm hoping a good bath, soaking in the bath, and then just laying down. I'm still going to read. Didn't get to read much today. I read a little bit, but anyway, I will see you guys back tomorrow. What? Hi. You're here. You miss Daddy?
10.
Lucy's getting all the boys to sign the Mother's Day cards for Grammy and Nani.
This was Nate's color.
Can you even see it on the card?
It's very bright.
Oh, okay.
Mark's
These are like the
green.
Milky pins we got off of Temu.
Yeah.
Anyway. Did you have a good day at school?
Yeah.
Awesome. So we only have
the pizza party's on Friday.
They get a pizza party. A pizza party for what?
Finishing our money book.
Cool. Your money book.
The bank did it.
Oh.
The bank gave us a pizza party if we finished it.
The bank gave you a pizza party if you finished learning about your money? And
it's called Band-Aid book. And if we finished it, we got a pizza party.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, you guys. We are going to head out. We'll see you tomorrow. If you like the video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Definitely subscribe if you're new.
And we'll see you all next time. Bye.